Hello there! After I filmed my 2018 makeup favourites, I thought it would be interesting to think about the skincare I loved this year. It's priority number one for me. If I'm starting with smooth, clean, glowy skin, my minimal makeup will look even more fresh. I don't own foundation and hardly even wore any tinted moisturiser this year. If you're happy with your skin, let the glow show. Now, I never actually recommend anything on my channel. You'll never hear me say, you'll love this, you need this, it's worth it. None of that. Because what works for me will not work for everyone, particularly with skincare, where every single product will have a different effect based on your skin type. I'm not an expert, I'm not fluent in ingredients, I'm just a beauty lover like you, so the only thing I do recommend is doing research. If something takes your fancy, read up on it, find more reviews, search whether it works for your skin type, and most importantly, test it in person. So I'm certainly not a dermatologist selling you anything, this is simply a look at products I enjoyed using this year. For reference, my skin type is normal to dry, with a few hormonal spots around my chin sometimes. I've always loved Bioderma, but it took on a whole new meaning this year when I was living overseas in a city with lots of air pollution, so I started my routine with this every night. It's super gentle, refreshing micellar water. The colour of those cotton pads sometimes, oh my gosh, even on no makeup days, ugh, so much dirt out there that gets into your skin. If I was travelling somewhere where I couldn't wash my face properly with water, these Bioderma wipes were also fantastic. I've never used face wipes before, lots of beauty editors say they're just not effective, but because this is basically just a nice cooling cloth covered in Bioderma, it was a great substitute for the bottle. Next, I reached for the Caudalie Instant Foaming Cleanser a lot. I was in Bordeaux in France in summer and took a trip out to the home of Caudalie, a gorgeous hotel and spa set amongst the vineyards of the Loire Valley, and I went all out. I had my first ever spa day, best facial of my life, and took a whole bunch of products home, including this foaming cleanser. Super light and fluffy and feels very gentle. But when I want a really good clean to get rid of any congestion or grime, I love French Pharmacy gel cleansers aimed at oily skin or acne. Now, I don't have oily skin or acne, but I find these sorts of foaming cleansers most effective to get you squeaky clean, minimize any breakouts without stripping your skin. Quick honourable mention to the Juliage Thermal Micellar Water, another one from France. This actually felt even more hydrating and softening than Bioderma, so I'd definitely buy the full size next time. Next, exfoliators or toners. To add to that super clean feeling, I sometimes like a good gritty physical exfoliant, and the Caudalie Deep Cleansing Exfoliator is my new favourite. Super tiny little corn beads and grape pulp help to smooth skin without drying it out. But I also loved Caudalie's new launch, the VenoPure Purifying Toner. This bottle is full because I used up the test size and found it definitely helped breakouts calm down, but was also gentle and hydrating enough to use on the rest of your face for a really smooth, even feel. Ren Ready Steady Glow Daily AHA Tonic appeared on my channel earlier this year, another chemical exfoliant that gently resurfaces and brightens. I luckily have quite smooth, even skin, so I'm not looking to fix any texture issues, but this really took the glow of my skin to the next level. And the Hop & Cotton Smooth Operator also does the trick. Glowy, smooth skin, and faded red marks after spots. This Australian brand is completely custom made after you fill in a thorough skin test online. It's so clever that it's all formulated just for you. I also relied on Hop & Cotton as a spot treatment this year. This little pot was custom made after I spoke to the founder about the type of occasional hormonal spots I'm trying to banish, and it definitely helped stop them in their tracks. She offers this service to anyone, really helpful if you're at your wit's end like I was when spot treatments don't cut it. Masks might be my favourite bit, such a nice treat a couple of times a week. This Caudalie Purifying Mask really came in handy after some indulgent weeks in America and far too many burgers. The texture's creamy, so it doesn't dry and tighten on your face, but it really did calm down spots and soothe stressed skin. Meanwhile, these two are my eternal mask favourites. The Glossier Mega Greens mask is so reliable for me, purifying, detoxifying, calming, and was perfect after every flight to feel like I was cleaning up my skin without drying it out. Then the Chaser, the Glossier Moon Mask, which is just the best hydrating mask I own. I bought plenty of others on my travels, but haven't even opened them yet because I just can't go past this. It's so softening, even a light layer is like a huge drink of water for your skin. Going to keep using that phrase until I can come up with a better one. After I remove a mask, I like to refresh my skin with a quick mist. It's really more about the sensation than the results, to be honest. It just feels cooling and calming, great on a plane, at your desk, after exercise, whenever you need a boost. Gelique Rosewater Balancing Mist is a classic for me, Australian made and the most realistic rose scent I've tried. Glossier Soothing Face Mist is another on high rotation. The spray mechanism is slightly larger, so you can really get your whole face quite damp with a couple of sprays. Caudalie Grape Water has a nice refreshing grape scent. Got given a couple of these after buying too many things at a Paris pharmacy. That's when you know you need to stop. The aerosol means you get a nice, light, even mist all over. And the Mario Badescu facial spray has a nice strong rose scent, conveniently comes in different sizes for travel too. Yep, definitely a rosewater theme here. But it's important to lock in moisture after misting because if it evaporates, it actually contributes to drying your skin out and your face can feel quite tight. So straight after, moisturise. I feel like the mist actually helps it absorb, a bit like how you're meant to put body lotion on straight after the shower but never do. Glossier Priming Moisturiser is the face moisturiser I've used every single morning for the last 3 years. It's super lightweight and hydrating. A lot of people ask, and the answer is yes, it's a moisturiser. No, it's not a primer, but it has priming in the title because it preps and smooths the skin so nicely for makeup. Quarterly Vinosource Moisturising Sorbet was a new discovery during the best facial of all time in France. This is lovely and moussey and light and really thirst quenching for my skin. The Chanel Hydra Beauty Micro Cream is in a similar league really. So good it's all gone. I love a lightweight moisturiser, and the little micro droplets in this burst as you apply it, feeling so fresh. Finally, Go-To Face Hero really was a hero this year. It came with me on every flight to nourish my skin, but it truly saved me when I got back to Australia recently after 30 odd hours in transit and with my skin in really bad shape, despite my best efforts to hydrate it on the plane. A few drops of this on top of my moisturiser every night made it soft and bouncy again, and bonus, evened out my skin tone and helped fade red marks from ghosts of spots past. I was lucky to chase summer on my travels this year, so I got a lot of sun but not a single burn thanks to these two. Mecca to Save Face SPF 50 Super Screen is my favourite face sunscreen of all time. You know that, I talk about it way too often. No sticky, greasy sunscreen behaviour, just smooth and creamy like a moisturiser. Then to top up my sunscreen during the day, I like to use a mist. It's much easier and less messy than a cream. This Vichy SPF 50 mist was a new discovery and a godsend. Small enough to go in your handbag, so light it feels really cooling and hydrating on the skin, and completely transparent so no white marks. To get any sunscreen residue off at the end of the day, a good scrub helps you hit reset. The Aesop Geranium Leaf Body Scrub has a great gritty texture, so satisfying, but it also foams up unbelievably well, like a scrub meets body wash. Now these two were very late entries into my favourite body products of 2018, but boy did they make an impact in December. Necessaire is a new body care brand out of LA from a team of one Into the Gloss co-founder and one former Estee Lauder exec. Think clean, organic ingredients, corporate responsibility in the form of super impressive sustainability and recycling habits, and crazy good products. Their eucalyptus body wash has the most refreshing scent, so comforting for an Aussie, softening, fantastic foam, also available in sandalwood or fragrance-free, and their body lotion, there's some kind of skin softening sorcery going on in here. I've never used a body cream like this that's so fast absorbing, lightweight, non-sticky, and soft. So flattered that they got in touch out of the blue and sent these to me because they've put the joy back into body care, which is normally at the bottom of my priority list. To keep my hands happy, the Quarterly Hand and Nail Cream is a lovely balm that absorbs quickly, doesn't feel sticky so you can get on with things, and has a nice fresh citrusy scent. Anything that comes in smaller sizes gets bonus points as well. The Aesop Resurrection Aromatic Hand Balm was a nice touch of home while I was away. I got everyone at work hooked on it when they smelt it too. This is the classic mandarin, rosemary and cedar Aesop scent with a rich creamy texture. As a little travel luxury, a bottle of Aesop hand sanitizer was a great escape from the usual clinical smell of Aqueum or Dettol. This smells like their Resurrection range, so it's so satisfying to use on the go, on public transport, before a meal, any time for a quick cleanup. Okay, that might look like a long, convoluted routine, but quite often I pause and look at what my skin actually needs. That might just be a cleanser and a moisturiser. You can keep it simple too. I'd love to hear your favourite skincare finds of the year. It's such a personal part of each day and a ritual I really love, so I hope you've had fun taking care of your skin in 2018 too. See you next time.